I like Cannonballs. 6 times in a row trying to avoid it. Pretty sure I've done that on stream too. First time I see a group for DD2 that actually has people playing in it. Also, Luigi, thanks for the follow. Oh, what do you mean by that though? Oh, hey, look, different map. Score! So double walls, of course. Since we're all about the walls, I think they're wider than they appear, like the orc walls, but not as much as the orc walls. That's fine. I want to, like, not turtle, but turtle. I think I'm going to keep that one up, but drop this one. You joined a few groups. They pretty wide? Yeah, these dummies are pretty thick. Thick. So let's keep those up. For this lane, I wanted to do cannonball pelting, and I can build this one back here, I think, and just like cannonball along here. How do you get from C4 to C5? It's a tough transition. Personally, like, I just built what I knew was strong at the time and kept banging my head against the wall. You know, beating only the second and third waves and getting loot drops, like blue relic drops from bosses, and using those to kind of boost my way through. Farming ascension levels, or maybe trying to find some... You don't need specific shards to do it, but like some shards can help you out for sure. Might need to switch to dummies, I think. Try and C3 for the best shards in the game, then do C5, maybe. Fishes and flamethrowers is a big one. Get side to carry, I'm not gonna be doing all that carrying, please. Sand traps, I agree, sand traps are the shit, man, they're so good. You got yours as 74k? Oh, with Frosty and Duet, I'm not sure, let me pull it out. Let me pull it out for you. I'll whip out my Fisher for you. That's what I've got on the damage stuff. I don't know what that would be with Frosty's going on it. Is Ascension levels important to be able to beat C4? I don't know. It was at the C4 point, like going to C4, where I decided to start doing like specific heroes with their own Ascension trees, like for each of their own towers. But I think you can do it without. It'll just be rougher, of course. You don't feel like the defense around dummies is doing much, feels the same. Well, orb and no orb, I've had a change on it. Defense speed secondary stat? I don't know, it might not be worth it. You don't need the points? That's fair. I found it a lot easier with the points, but I probably could have done without. I feel you there. Hopefully these things don't just get bopped if I put them like this, but sometimes they just get bopped when I put them like this. All these squires. Oh, these ones like, are they exactly the same? That's not good. Okay, this one has no gear. How do I want to do this lane? I think I actually want to bring it out here. Like, make it a really short lane. And just line cannonballs along here. It shouldn't be too bad, considering I've got health on them. The two that are mainly focused on the wall, and two that are closer to the gate. Actually, it gets both anyways, because of the positioning. There we go. So it doesn't get popped up quickly out of the way. Probably. I personally don't care for the shield, though. I don't think it does that much. Like, what does shield and guard do? I'm not saying to not go with it, and I'll go into that a little more in a sec. Do I have it anywhere close? Shielding guard. Fuck it. I'll just throw it on here and upgrade it. 25% chance to gain 250% of its defense health. 250%, that's 2.5 times the defense health of this, so that was like 13k. Like 30k shield. I mean, unless it blocks over damage, it's only taking one hit. And if it blocks over damage, that's great. Otherwise, I don't think it's doing that much. I don't know. I mean, like, if it can negate a hit that goes past the shield, that seems great. If it can't, and it just reduces 30k on that hit, I don't really think it's worth it. One hit, I mean, one hit's not great either, exactly, but at least that's something to talk about, right? I don't know, I mean, I'd rather more stun chance, even though I know that's also not great. Hey, if you don't have anything in the slot, 100% go for it. If you do, there might be better options, is all I'm saying. I kind of want to build like up here and pointing backwards. Even though it doesn't have like great overlapping coverage. Let's try it. I don't know. I mean, like, I haven't done a Fort Cannonballs build on this map yet, I don't think. Or at least not like this. Now let's do these like this and this. Test it thoroughly? I don't know, you test it thoroughly. I'm just gonna throw random stuff on and then complain when it doesn't work. Okay, so... I mean, this is 4 cannons per lane, right? Walls... I've got enough for 2 sky guards. That should be enough. I can try to do 1 dummy walls in 2 places and get triple skies, but... I shouldn't need it. I don't think. Well, it depends on what the kobolds do. Because, like, I can do 1 Skyguard around here. I just don't know if that'll cover that flyer lane well enough. Put this here for line of sight. I don't think you ever get 2 kobolds at once. It's not really covering this flyer lane if I do that, though. I might have to 3-up some DU and do triples. Because like, I definitely want one over here. I can't guarantee the cannonballs are going to be hitting the thing. The thing is, like, if I can guarantee those kobolds aren't going to crash on the cannonballs, then I can set up just 2. Like wyverns or beetles might, like, coming this way, throw a skyguard here, which would cover this lane and whatever roams this way. Kobolds crash on the walls, which... I don't know, I don't think it's guaranteed. Like, this lane would take those out for sure. I could set it up like here to hit beetles that are on those walls. What I really need is a freaking rain shard, though. Oh yeah, that's right, I took the vamp off the cannonballs. That's where I had the extra one. Okay. Let's take a sec, rebuild. I'll do a couple lanes with just the 1 wall. If I can make that happen. I think this is one of them. I'm looking for sword and board, that's right. Like, isn't there a spot here? Maybe that's just with blockades. Or right here. Yeah, that's not ideal. But with a dummy wall and cannonballs, I think it still will work. Put this one like here, so if anything gets by, it's still shooting them. And then over here, I believe I can do one wall right here. Or somewhere around here. Slightly to the right. There we go. I'll have to rethink these guys, though. So maybe just this, honestly, for this spot. It's not like I have to worry about a roller, shooting a roller, but I think I'll just go with this. A forward one for books. We'll try that out. I don't know. I don't necessarily think this is the best build or it's gonna win, but we'll try it. I'm gonna do this weird spot, I think. I mean, if Sand Vipers worked here, Cannonballs will probably work here, right? Famous last words. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? So, I have a Skyguard down somewhere? Is that why I don't have the DU? Yeah, I have one there. There we go. Now I know. The worst? Sorry, I'm already not sure what that's referencing. Let's put this like... Well, I'd rather put it like here. I wanted to gain the attraction of the kobolds, but I don't want it to die to them. You had to defend with one here. I mean, that wouldn't be the worst. I could probably hold a lane with my Squire for a decent while. I don't like this since I don't have any, like, slows in the build. But, whatever. This one always works with the Skyguard here. Let's just keep it that way. Please, that's not gonna happen, Squish. Please. Do you have any suggestions? Because I'm having a hard time beating C3, but I have decent gear, so don't know what I can do different. I mean, it's hard to see without what gear you have and your setups you're using, you know. I can give you general advice, though. You know, like, Farm Ascension, use towers that you see that are strong out of the people are using. Stuff like that could be helpful. If you don't have crowd control is big in any mode. Flameless Frosties and Spike Blockade, yeah, that's for sure a way to do it. Spike Blockade and Flame. 4K stats on relics. I think that's getting there. If you can still do like, I don't know, up to wave 3 or 4, I think you can get better relics than just that, so maybe just keep farming. I don't really know for sure, though. I'm gonna do the Skyguards all once, I think. All but, like, that one once. What's the easiest I mean, the easiest C5 map is probably sewers, but it really all depends on how you build, I think. 4K stats is overly geared? Maybe, I have no idea. I mean, I just meant it wasn't, like, the top drop, so maybe it is. I have no idea. It's been a while. I'm gonna go prep a lane because I want to see how it deals with assassins. Oh, or I'm just gonna have them coming now. Yeah, it's like insta-stunned. I think that was the Dummies. It could have been the Cannonballs as well. Guess that's the problem with this setup right now. I don't know if it's going to be Cannonballs or the Dummies, since I've got like both stun shards. I'm worried I'm not putting the right builder for the Cannonballs down right now. Yeah, the lack of like AoE crowd control I think is hurting the build. And these cannonballs don't exactly do the most damage since they're more CC oriented. So I'll definitely have to go hard into upgrading them, I think. So those don't have like a lot of damage on them, and that's one of the worst lanes. Why is that not shooting? Oh, is it line of sight? I'll rebuild it, I'll shift that over. You have Nightmare 4 gear, and you're trying to do... I'm sorry, what was the question? Hard time beating C3. Then shard up. Make sure you're finding those max shards, I think, if you're having trouble with Nightmare 4 gear. Get some good destructions and fortifications. And use crowd control. Like Frosty Towers. You don't need any shards to make them useful for that build. Yo, Chris, what's going on? So where's the Cannonball builder? I'll build one. I'll rebuild that one. I'd rather it be in an effective spot. I'd rather have a little bit more, I could also try building it like up here, but that gets kind of messy. But like, what if I did this? That's kind of really, like, not great. Let's try it. Why not? Never use Frosties. Yeah, some sort of like big crowd control. Frosties is a recommendation because it's part of the original heroes. Sand traps are great, even with cyborgs. Chinum, yo, what's going on? What else in the original kit? Those are the big ones. The Frosties. Got a Frosty Duet, the free shard and range on it. Oh, that's awesome. Warning though, yeah, Frosty Bind is bugged. Don't use it. I don't think they fixed it. Cobalt Flyers, that's probably okay. As long as they don't range on those cannonballs before the Skycard can do his thing. Now I'm wishing to put the Skycard up here. I'm just gonna upgrade Cannonball Towers everywhere, I think. Starting with like these lanes, they were having more trouble. Actually, did I get all of them? I think I might have gotten all of them, except for the bottom ones here. Does the Frosty Shard drop on C1? I think Bind does. I don't know whether the rest are. Duet might be like 3 or something, or 2. Actually, Duet's probably 1 as well. I think I got it playing Chaos 1. The shard list? Oh, I don't need you for the shard list. I have a command for that. Oh, I have also dumb typing habits, or whatever you want to call that. 2 lists, cross-reference. I don't know which one's the most up-to-date. I'm just posting them both. I should really make one for those drops, though. I keep forgetting to. Alright, so this mid lane's a little hurting because it has 3 left behind, but I think it did okay. Other than that part I had to clear them all out. Maybe it didn't do okay. I took Buddy out of my deck, right? Yeah, good. That's good. It's firing down right there. That's what I want to see. That Kobold raged onto that. I think it hit terrain or blew up. Doesn't seem like it did any damage. Looks like my my number 1 ability doesn't get these things to spin. Look at all these stuns, though. Oh, it's so good. It's already looking quite a bit stronger just with the upgrades. This one's taking damage still. I don't have the greatest setup for it. I mean, that's sped up pretty fast on its own there from like 1 or 2 assassin hits. I kind of want to let this thing do its own, like get taken out on its own. I don't want to get complacent though and let the other lanes die while I'm sitting here. But those cannons should be able to take it out. Please get it. Get him! Do you know if Earthshatter Towers are good versus Dark Assassins? I don't know if they'll target them or not. I imagine they'd be good at them though. Oh, why did you take damage? I might have to move those closer to the lane. I mean, I'm sure they would hit them hard and pop you off if they could hit. Do you get much legendary items on C5? I get more than Juice. Juice brought up an interesting point. He said like he's been going like a ton of runs, not getting drops. He's got full max gear and like no legendary drops ever. And he said like maybe it's because he's maxed out on all his like armor slots on his hero that he's not getting them or something. Like he had some sort of like turnover number maybe. So I thought about that. But I'm getting legendary chests and stuff. Not necessarily good ones, but I'm getting them a lot more frequently than he is. But I'm running a bunch of purple stuff, like not upgraded. Not full upgrades. Maybe that has something to do with it, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I really don't know on the topic. I can't imagine it's a relic slot thing though, because I'm pretty sure he has like only one builder for each, like, or one hero for each of the all the defenses. Like I don't think he's doing the multi-hero thing like I am. Unless he changed something recently. But last I heard he was doing that like one hero does all thing. Playing out the fantasy of it. I'm gonna do the forward cannons of each lane, I think. This worries me. I might actually just rebuild them closer to the grass. Like I don't want things walking behind them and punching them. Have you tried an orb on Cannonball Towers? Not yet. I don't have a max rate orb yet. I should check. I should check what my orbs are. I want to though. I really want to. Like I heard you can get them down to like... Well, I don't have a defense rate yet. I want to give them to 0.9. I heard you can get them to 0.9 or attack rate with defense rate and an orb. I want that. That's kind of my goal with Cannonball Towers. Kind of neglected that lower lane again. Race shard on C3, yeah, but like who has time to farm? I need to make bad builds on C5 for stream. I don't have time to farm C3. Come on. That's only half a joke. At 0.9 attack rate. The mobs can't even move. See, that's what I want. Like, you'd lose probably a good bit of DPS on them. Well, what's the DPS on tier 1 of yours? Like, with the attack rate and an orb? Because, like, I think the CC would more than make up for it. You got all your raid shards in C5. There you go. There's my justification for not farming C3. Someone else did it. I can do it too. I think I just want to go more range game on the cannonballs though, and like put them behind the walls for like long lane damage and penetrations. That seems like the most fun thing to do. Is the fence rate shard any good? it can get you past those pesky caps that defense speed naturally has on a lot of defenses. I mean, this is really the anti-assassin build here. So many stuns on my defenses. Oh god, that wall. Ah! I'm gonna blame books. It's always books' fault. Please. So I think I need a little more than just cannonballs with this setup, since they're like so CC oriented. That or just the better positioning. I could probably take off Sparkle Party though. I don't really need it with this. Yeah, like I'm hardly stunned at all now. One Fisher per lane, yeah. I mean, honestly, like, in any build, one Fisher per lane is just good. No one's a Plaguing Hulk, that's fine. But especially with this one, like, just getting that AoE in there would be great. Yo, burn dough, burn. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with this. Get him. Oh yeah, I got Power Storms on the weekend. Check this out. I mean, you guys know it. Actually, I might kill him before I get it to proc. There you go. Now I can spam my #1 all I want. Punch a few enemies, get it going. PDTs are amazing in C5, like they're the #1 defense. Hands down. I don't know, fishes are pretty good too, but I think you can just solo this game, C5 with them. There we go. You got 3 of the storm things? I'm so jealous, dude. I finally got one. I don't think you probably even need the explosion shard. Like, just get a rate. And like, have your PDD position so it's just gonna like hit a lot of enemies and not just the ones in the front tanking it at all. Like, I think it's really valid to just have a PDT like perpendicular to a lane and just dropping poison darts on enemies. If you have like rate shard, I think you're just gonna kill them anyways. I might be wrong, I don't have a rate shard, I don't know how it works. Alright, this lane definitely needs some help. This was one of the better lanes, this right one. So I won't upgrade it. 28, those guys are upped? Yeah. Pick the right one. We got about 2 to 3 attack rate shards. Oh, I'm so jealous. Rate shard OP with it? That's what I'm hearing. I should have checked the geo. Oh, it's in the, nice. It's in the one lane that doesn't have, like, any damage on the spawn. There we go. Might as well finish that off while I'm here. I think my job is going to be to like run around and clear books. I think that's my biggest issue with this build right now. Cannonballs are distracted on the front of the lanes, not getting the books at the back. I tried to build for it, but I guess I didn't do a very good job with it. I thought this lane might need help, but it doesn't seem like it. Well, yes it does. Trash control. Please let me heal. Ow! I'm good. Holy. I'm gonna blame that on me and not the build. Oh, butts. Look at this. There's so many enemies, though. Yeah, I think, AoE would have been the right call. Actually, can I blame Vanguards for blocking my heavy cannonball shots? That's valid, right? It's not my fault. It's the map's fault. Where's the book? Oh, that's right, it's Malthius, not just a book. No? 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 Alright, we're fine. We're fine. This is fine. This is fine. We're good. It's definitely not like a ton dicier than I thought it would be. Yeah, you got ranged 20 minutes ago. Give me. Give that to me. What? Get on my deck. Okay, we're good. That's a Cobalt lane, but it's only 2. So even if it rages on the Skyguard, the second one would kill it, and I'd be out of Cobalt, so I'm gonna leave it. Get these all to tier 3. Yeah, I could have done this lane a lot better. Even like a single wall and like getting on the straightaway probably would have been better. Farming C3 is so boring. Yo, I'd farm like C1 and stuff more for range, but it's so boring. I want it though. But I guess if I'm gonna continue this range shardless playthrough, then I don't need it. What do we got? We got an Ogre, Tuskar, some sort of Skelly. This lane, I think it has enough range to deal with the Kobolds before they crash on it. I'm gonna do these walls and hope that that's enough that I don't have to come back over there. This is probably why I won't take off Sparkle Party, because I want to be able to do what I just did there all the time. Get rid of that Geode right away. Okay, I need a health regen. That'd be nice. Alright, where's the heavy masses? Did I just call the enemies fat? Yes, I did. Yeah, there's a ton in the middle. Let's help clear it out. Now in the right lane. Did you miss? Did you Cannonballs really miss? Damn. Where are you going? You hit. Really? This is less than stellar right now. There we go. At this point, Skyguard Tower going down doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think some of the issue is definitely Vanguards too. Underestimating their impact on the builds. Where'd that dummy go down? Up here. Oh, it was up here. Weird. Must have been the boss that did a lot of the damage. I hadn't checked it. Oh well, we won. With a build that probably shouldn't win, really. Woo! Alright. You probably want to see one from me isn't that I don't want to do it, is that I don't want to do that to the viewers of the stream. I'm with you there. Empowered Flame I think is C3, but I'm not sure. Yo Tiggs, what up? Nimbus still usable in C5? Yeah, before the geode removal, you could do like Nimbus and Fissures just fine. At least on some of the maps. Yo, legendary chest, there we go. Are they good? I don't know, but they dropping.